exclusions agents screw up. Either they forget, miss, or just don't know. The first one is which ones. In the inclusions section, you specify what's included. And if you say something like refrigerator, there may be more than one refrigerator in the house. So of course, there's probably a refrigerator in the kitchen, but there may also be a tiny refrigerator upstairs in an office. And they might have another one down in the basement, maybe like a really old, rusty, old, yucky one, all smelly and ugly and such in the basement that they use for backup. Well, if there's 3 in the house and you just specify that you want a refrigerator, they could leave you the dingy one down in the basement, and that actually qualifies per contract. So you really want to be specific about what's in the contract. Which one are you referring to? Or are you asking for all 3? The second property inclusion screw up is assuming. If you assume something's going to convey and it doesn't, or you assume something's not going to convey and it's going to be gone out of the house, and then it shows up there on closing day. Common examples of this are hot tubs, refrigerators, pool tables, pianos, appliances that are integrated into the landscaping like a really cool grill. There may even be plants inside pots outside, whether it's a rose bush or a tree or something else, and it's actually not in the ground. Sheds, mirrors that you thought were attached, but they're not actually permanently attached. They were just hanging by hooks, and so they're technically personal property as opposed to a fixture that's attached to the property. Or my favorite is when you find that there's a ceiling chandelier that you thought was conveying, then you find out it was plugged in on the ceiling instead. It's not actually an attached light, like a beautiful lamp over the pool table, and they conveyed the pool table, but not the lamp that was right above it. That was so perfect for that space. The third property inclusion screw up is missing out on the fact that the buyer's agent added to the contract things that don't even exist in the house right now. We've seen dishwashers, microwaves, outdoor furniture, tractors. If you don't discuss this with the seller and you're the listing agent, you're going to really upset the seller. That being said, if you're the buyer's agent, you should probably be communicating very well with the seller's agent so that they know and are aware of anything you might have added to the inclusions that wasn't in the MLS listing as inclusions. Hey, I added this. I just want to make sure you are aware and that the seller's okay with it. That's why we're doing a full price offer, for example. So much better to catch it early than to get people all angry and flustered and frustrated and possibly lose the deal. Remember, your job as the agent on either side is to help them close the deal, because both parties want to close the deal. Sellers want to sell, buyers want to buy. So you want to get them to that point. So now, with all that being said, if something were to happen and you find out there's something included and it's not actually in the place, and you're the listing agent, you might be springing for that lamp, for that grill, for that mirror on the wall, whatever it happens to be. And sometimes you can split the cost with the buyer's agent. And actually, I see this as more of an opportunity with your client, because if you come into this situation and you're like, oh my gosh, this happened, and you tell your client, whether a buyer or seller, and they start to freak out at all, you'd be like, look, I got you. I'm going to take care of it. I'm going to get that for you. Don't you worry. I'm going to have it there at closing. And you paid the money for that. That's going to make you like rise above other agents, because it's not a mistake that you did and now it costs them money, the buyer or seller. It's based on what their expectations were. You're taking care of it and you're taking care of them. And that really looks good. So that can actually help with your reputation and get even more referral. And if it's something like a dishwasher or a microwave, you can buy like a tiny one. So click on this download. In the description section, you're going to see there's a link to get a download of examples to watch out for. It's really great and helpful when you're new, especially to hear these stories of things to kind of like just keep in your mind when you're walking through a house or going through a contract that you want to check and be sure you got it correct. And remember, if you like these videos, please subscribe to the channel so that I can keep doing these videos and keep you informed. Thank you. Until next time.